Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn June 13, 2022. You're feeling friendly, and you can enjoy some pleasant exchanges today. Conversations and communications, in general, can be in strong focus. It's a good day for solving problems that are mechanical or intellectual in nature. A new or different approach to your usual routines can refresh you. In fact, a brief or small departure from the rules may lead to interesting new ideas or experiences. Follow your intuition when doing your work and domestic activities, and as you approach others with an open mind, they respond by opening theirs. While it's a forward-looking day, it's important not to invest too much of yourself or your resources into a new venture for the time being. A new moon will happen tomorrow, pointing to new directions. Ideas can be in the hatching stage and entirely worth your attention. Follow your instincts when it comes to decorating, reorganizing, nesting, cooking, and working, as you could create something special. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. There's a time and place for everything, and things are about to heat up in the love department. For instance, audacious Mars governs your romantic fifth house of love, passion, and pleasure. Still, it continues to dazzle alongside its celestial counterpart, Venus, via your sensually driven second house of comfort, finances, and value systems. On the other hand, Venus governs your 11th house of community, friendships, and social networks, so you could very well be catching feelings for someone in your extended network. Otherwise, this is an opportunity to venture out and explore your options. You have plenty. Now that the moon has moved out of Libra, you may feel a little less worried about your fiscal security. As of today, the moon has entered Scorpio, encouraging you to show up authentically at work. Out of all the zodiac signs, you definitely know how to keep real. So, use the lunar energy to speak up at work or about your opinions of work that can inspire change. Consider what you could say and where it could go. Be inspired to make a significant change with this Scorpio-infused lunation. Just days before they are due to leave your income sector over the weekend, as they are already giving you the confidence to fight for what you deserve, Venus and Mars are joined in a rare triple alignment with Pluto, the planet of change and revolution today. This is bringing the planets of money, war, and revolution together in a way not seen before. Think big, not just in terms of your career or future. Consider the big issues you care about deeply but rarely really think through. Get a friend to help. If you don't already keep a dream journal, it's time to start. What we see in our dreams is often a direct message from the subconscious about new roads we need to take. It's not uncommon to see foods and forms of exercise, and other health practices, in your dreams. Paying attention to these unconscious messages is part of taking care of yourself. With time and dedicated attention, we become more skilled at recognizing the signs. Why be cut off from such a valid source of self-knowledge? If it's a fresh start that you've been wanting, this is the day to see it happen. The cycle has now come full circle, and the promising essence of this day is at hand. Don't waste time looking back or thinking about how you maybe should have done things. Now is the time to consider the present and what you can do on this day to get things rolling the way you want them to. Use your organizational and planning skills to help you, and seek out some advice if this is something you feel you need. It was a given that before leaving an adventurous part of your chart that Venus would align with Uranus, and that before he leaves in 2 days, Mercury would connect with Pluto in a playful part of your chart for the 3rd time this year. As luck should have it, they are not only happening at the same time but over the weekend. With Mercury joining the Sun in your career sector in 2 days and Venus a week later, there is an urgent call to embrace the weekend spirit but also to update your bucket list. Venus, the planet of love, is not only spending the weekend aligned with Uranus in your romantic sector, but just as Mercury, in his last weekend here, has once again joined forces with Pluto, in retrograde motion in an adventurous part of your chart. At the same time that the moon makes this a good day for communication on the relationship front, the stars align to bring a mix of romance, adventure, and nostalgia together. Our eyes in the sky. During this time, psychic perceptions, emotional sensitivities, and dreams could be more vivid. We might question our intuition and second-guess our hunches. Be prepared to swim in the deep end of the ocean for the next few months. Let your heart navigate through the murky waters ahead. Our intuition has been strong, but now we're starting to question ourselves, which will be the ongoing vibe until December. Stay true to your inner feelings and don't veer from your instincts. Even though it might be challenging, follow your heart. Only it can lead you toward the truth. Relationships could prove to be more confusing than ever because you may not feel supported by your peers. Don't shy away from confrontation. Speak up and let your feelings be heard rather than hold in your emotions. Your career direction could be cloudier than ever if you're unsure what next steps are needed to increase your bank account and reach your professional goals. You could try creating a vision board and listing your plans for the future only to get lost in a Neptunian daydream, but it can still give you some direction for creating the future and life that you truly want for yourself. In the early morning, the moon squares off with Chiron in Aries and sees us chastising ourselves for past failures. The Scorpio moon can be punishing, defining success in terms of influence. And during its square to Chiron, we might struggle with self-esteem. In our youth, a parent or person of authority may have chided our passions, suggesting that we didn't have what it takes to make it an impact, and we have adopted this critical tone as adults in self-defense. At this time, we should consider the kind of leader we want to be. One who leads with courage and takes risks, or one who is modeled after those early life naysayers, who used their power to keep others small. How we behave now sets an example for those around us, so choose wisely. Following this connection, the moon trines Uranus in Taurus. A change in perspective necessitates a shift in ideals, and although the Scorpio moon still has us consumed with upholding a legacy, impressing those who have come before us and leaving a mark for those who come after, Uranus reminds us that our task is to update these expectations, not to replicate them. We exist in the here and now, and we cannot greet the future by imitating the past. When we embrace the unexpected, we liberate ourselves, revising our conditioning through a marriage of common sense and progressive ideology.